Hi, you must be John.
Yep.
Ben. Pleasure to meet you. So, you kind of had a front row seat to the whole event.
Yep, sure did.
So, how old were you at the time?
I was 10 years old.
Can you tell me what happened with you that night? Where were you and how did it all start for you?
Well, we was actually outside the yard playing football, and we walked in the house, and Mom and Dad was talking about something crashing. Mom walked over to the window. She was looking out the road across the hill. And then got a knock on the door. And then there were some guys that came in and they looked like black suits. And they wanted the kids to go to bed so we wouldn't hear what was going on. They used our house phone. And then I'm watching out my bedroom window. It went down in empty. They come out with something on the back of it. And then there was a guy who was coming through. They was carrying this box, and they was in like white moon suits, is what I call them. I never seen those guys after that. They knew what they was coming in to do, and they got it done and got out of there. I can see people walking down across the field. Whatever they took out of there, they didn't want people to know about it.
What's in the envelope?
So while I was busy trying to find out where this Kecksburg UFO was taken, Stan Gordon was also busy at work, and he turned up a recorded statement from a truck driver who says he knows where the craft was taken. So let's give this a listen.
They took it from the backside of the Wright-Patterson Air Base all the way through the main part of the base, out the other side. The spaceship looked like a large acorn. Runs about 14 feet to the top and about 10 to 12 feet wide. That has writing on the collar. I also seen an object laying on the workbench over there. And it had dark green or brownish skin.
Wow, we have a witness who places that UFO from Kecksburg coming through the back gate at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. This witness's statement is very key to the whole Kecksburg story. The description of the object is very similar to what the witnesses said. It's acorn-shaped, it has strange writing around the bottom part of it. The Air Force picked up this craft, they take it to Wright-Patterson, and then he said he sees a body. People describe seeing a large box that was brought into the woods.
And they carried that thing down in to that object.
It's believed that possibly a body was recovered.
investigator Ben Hansen is on the verge of uncovering the government's reverse engineering of UFOs. His grandfather's records suggest the program was moved from Wright-Patterson Air Force Base to Dugway Proving Ground. Now he's meeting Dave Rosenfeld, who has been documenting strange activity around the base for years. Dave was able to capture evidence that suggests strange things are afoot at Dugway.
Do you have things that you have seen that you probably think are extraterrestrial?
Yes, I do have some video I'd like to show you.
I would love to see it.
Some craft or some lights here that we witnessed. It's up off the ground. There's no noise. They're moving in different formations. They make a line.
That's incredible. I can see the light shifting and moving, not like a flare. It's not like appearing. It's actually moving and changing position.
Yeah, there's multiple lights here, and then you watch it kind of make a line and then kind of turn.
How odd.
But as strange as Dave's videos are, his most compelling piece of evidence may be some photographs he took while surveilling the base.
Back in May of 15, I was with a girlfriend, and we were at an area we call UFO camp. This is on the south end of the range. We were at this location, and then a beam of light shot out. It was strange because when we witnessed this, we could almost smell like static electricity.
Well, you're pretty far away from it too, aren't you?
Yes, we were miles away from it. So here's the first time it fired. And then the second time it fired, these blue lights came down and like surrounded this beam, almost like they were watching.
What do you think it is? Or do you think this laser thing is ours?
I think this is some kind of offensive weapon. This is going through the cloud and into space, and I think that's what got the attention of these visitors. And they're coming in and watching our weaponry.
Wow, that's pretty amazing.
Could this incredible light be a weapon of mass destruction back-engineered from alien technology? And if so, what do they intend to do with it?
So where was this? Where were you when you were filming it?
This is on the south end of the range. I can show you the area.
Awesome. We go now?
Sure.
All right,
You bet.
Let's do it.
What Dave witnessed is unlike any technology known to the public and could be proof that the military's reverse engineering program has moved to Dugway. Dave agrees to take Ben to the location he filmed the light from in hopes they can find more evidence.
We've now turned off on the exit towards Dugway, and there is a tension, there's a level of anxiety that you can literally feel as you're coming down this road.
If any facility was capable of reverse engineering alien spacecraft, it's Dugway Proving Ground. During World War II, this mysterious base conducted secret chemical weapons tests and developed experimental aircraft.
It does remind me a lot of Area 51 because you get too close to Area 51 and you violated the boundary, they turn you over to the sheriff to be arrested. So little apprehension, we don't want to draw attention, we just want to come by and see the lookout.
Dave has led Ben 50 miles southwest of Toole, Utah. They are now on the south border of Dugway Proving Ground and can legally be shot on sight if they cross onto the base.
This is pretty incredible.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
This is the exact location where we've seen the beam test.
Okay, so it happened directly over that.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, right where that peak is, it's directly over it. Same here. And the distance you're seeing it, the diameter of that beam has got to be huge. I mean, this is incredible by itself, whatever it is, but yet we have these visitors.
Coming to watch this test.
Yeah.
Chief Radar Officer Kevin Day came in contact with a UFO in 2004.
It really happened.
30 years earlier, helicopter pilot Rick Jesse saw the same tic-tac-shaped craft.
The object was directly above us.
Ben is determined to find out if alien ships are deliberately making contact with U.S. military aircraft. Today, Ben is conducting an experiment. Back in 1973, the helicopter crew claimed the vehicle climbed from 1,700 feet to 3,500 feet in just 10 seconds. Is a helicopter even capable of that? Or was it caught in the magnetic pull of the UFO?
Okay, so the UFO is about to collide with them. They're pushing down. They come down to 1,700 feet. All right, let's do it. Let's see what she can do. There it is. We're starting. So climbing up. Pull some G's out of this. Yeah. Got 2,100. Approaching 2,500 feet. 2,570. 2,900. About 3,000 feet. We've got 500 feet left to go. 31. 3,150. 3,350, almost there. 3,400. 3,500 time. 1 minute 37.
Andrew, we're way off. We are way off.
The test is complete and the results are clear. A helicopter cannot climb 1,800 feet in 10 seconds.
Quite a ways off. The only two things in my mind that could have happened, or maybe it was something, some frontal activity, some storm that was in the area at the time, that definitely could have contributed. Or something got a hold of them and moved them 1,800 feet in a matter of seconds.
You know, that pretty much resolves what I needed out of this experiment, I think.
Great.
Well, thank you so much.
This is great. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. Wow. That was fun. This experiment was a huge success. I learned some things that I was not expecting with a helicopter. What it told me is that any helicopter is not going to be able to make that rate of climb naturally within 10 seconds. I just don't see it happening. We're left with the X factor. Some external force had to have created this scenario where the helicopter ascended 1,800 feet in 10 to 12 seconds.
When Greg arrived at the ranch, he made a horrifying discovery. A cow had been killed and mutilated in a gruesome manner.
So I get here, and the first thing you see is this huge pattern missing from the back. It was a perfect incision all the way around with a pattern, and then right here, a square patch was cut out. Just a square patch right there.
But even stranger, organs had been removed with inhuman precision.
The whole rear end was removed. I mean, everything was, it just was, it's not there. What makes this one interesting, it was a couple months pregnant when it was taken, and there was no fetus, there was no nothing.
Now, was the fetus found?
Nope. No, we
wasn't
looked
found
everywhere.
here.
No, we looked.
Huh.
You know?
Just as Ella had her unborn child torn away from her, this cow's unborn calf appears to have suffered the same fate. Could this be evidence that cattle mutilations are linked to the Gray's hybridization program?
Yeah.
My camera.
Suddenly, something unexplained causes one of the crew's cameras to short out.
What happened?
Like, it literally sounded like a tape, like, you know how, like, a
Yeah, I heard that.
coming from this thing.
What is it saying?
I don't know.
Now my camera's bugging out.
Both cameras are unexplainably rendered inoperable. Luckily, the audio rig continues to work.
That kind of thing happens all the time out here.
Huh.
You know?
We should really test this area.
Anomalous energy activity is common on the ranch, often interfering with electronics. What is causing it and why?
No hands up.
Minutes later, just as mysteriously, the cameras start working again and the investigation continues.
What do you think their intent is?
I can't make people believe this, but we've been in contact with the ones responsible.
Explain to me, who are you in contact with?
It's the Greys. Okay, it's the Greys that are doing it.
Finally, a significant connection to the Greys. A remote cattle ranch's secret labs for hybridization efforts.
Are they looking for genetic material? Are they experimenting?
They're using
with...
the blood. They're using the blood to create life.
Ben Hansen is investigating one of the most horrifying alien encounters possible: abduction.
My nose just started bleeding, and I was gagging.
And there's a lot of trauma.
So far, there are similarities between the cases. Abductee Rob Fullington has agreed to undergo regression hypnosis a second time. Ben hopes to uncover more details about what the aliens who abducted him looked like.
I'm bringing Rob to meet with hypnotherapist Lori McDonald. Thanks for making the drive up. So this is Lori McDonald.
Hi, Rob. Nice to meet you.
While Lori regresses Rob, I'll be in another room monitoring what she uncovers.
You get the hot seat here, Rob.
Awesome. So this, I'll be able to see and monitor your heart. Let's do your ring finger. I'll also be tracking his brain waves using an EEG machine. That way, I'll know when he's entered deeper stages of restfulness or sort of a hypnotic trance.
Feels like my stomach's spinning.
That's normal. So just relax. So right now we're talking in what's called a beta brainwave. It's the conscious critical thinking. We're going to begin to regress you into an alpha, very similar to a sleep state, so that you are able to access your own memories, okay?
Okay, we ready?
Thank you.
I've also asked a sketch artist to depict what Rob describes.
So I will begin the way I always begin, by having you take some long, deep, rhythmic breaths. Wait, hang on. I don't want to count them down on TV. I don't want to hypnotize the audience. So I want you to draw your mind down, down into the soles of the feet, and there's an energy there. And this is a very relaxing energy.
Watching the alpha and the beta waves. And so we're starting to see the alpha wave swap places with the beta.
With Rob now deeply hypnotized, Lori takes him back to the night of his abduction.
Where are you? Look around.
It's like a flat table.
Is there anybody there with you?
Yeah. Like a mantis.
Begin to describe to me the entity.
Tall, 6 feet, almond eyes, like a multicolored skin. You know, the big forearms, long spindly fingers, 3 of them. In like a praying mantis pose.
Okay, that's really very good.
Considering the similarities between Calvin and Rob's abductions, Ben asks Lori to see if Rob has any recollections of receiving an implant like Calvin claimed.
I feel like it might have been something they had implanted in my nostril.
So I'm just gonna jump forward a little bit to implants.
Must have been a procedure of some kind.
What's going on?
It's just noise. Are you all right?
That's weird.
Oh, shit.
What?
right under my tongue.
Alex, you're gonna have to pull it.
Lori, we need to wake him up.
I'm gonna bring you back now on 1, 2, taking another deep breath on 3. Eyes open. There you go. It's okay.
I'm gonna go in there now.
Yeah. Did you recall that much detail beforehand, or?
No, not like this.
Really wanted to just kind of focus on this implant.
If there is an implant under Rob's tongue, it could be giving off radio signals. This tool will pick them up.
Okay, so I'm not seeing anything coming out of
The meter isn't picking anything up, but that doesn't mean there's nothing there. Rob will have to get an X-ray to make sure.
So Rob, you gave us so much great information. We have our sketch artist here. Vicky, what do we have first? Okay, wow, cool. Can you see this?
Oh yeah, this is totally spot on.
Is it really like the hands?
The hands, yeah.
Is the head that angular?
It's very triangular, right? Very triangular, and the eyeballs dominate the head.
Much bigger than what people describe with the grays, right?
Oh yeah, a lot bigger. It seems like the eyes define the shape of the head.
This is the stuff, honestly, that nightmares are made of.
Though Rob's alien doesn't resemble Calvin's, both men recalled under hypnosis that they were implanted with a device in their nose or mouth, an uncanny similarity.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for dedicating some time to take him back into that very kind of uncomfortable place.
Another day at the office.